and welcome back. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite go-to summer makeup look. Who doesn't want to be super bronzed and glowy during the summertime? The sun is out, you want to glow in the sun, of course. So I love going for a look like this. It's one of my favorites, very simple and easy. I will list everything down below as always. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos. If you want to see this summer bronze makeup tutorial, then just continue watching. Okay, so starting out with a bare face, I have nothing on my skin whatsoever besides the oil that I had on last night when I did my night routine. So I'm just going to take some of my micellar water from Garnier and apply it with a little bit on this cotton pad and just kind of cleanse my skin to make sure there's no left on oil so we can prime the skin. As you can see, that was on my skin just from sleeping overnight. And I literally took a shower, washed my face thoroughly twice, and I put oil on my skin. And there was still some leftover gunk, which is crazy. So I always feel like my skin's just never completely clear, or never completely clean the next day. I don't know, it's really, really weird. I use a bar of soap and I use a cleanser. I go in and tone my skin, there's nothing there, but in the morning when I wake up, there is. So thinking maybe it's just excess stuff that I can't see on my pillow. I don't know. Weird though, because my pillow's white. But anyways, so now I'm going to take my damp beauty blender and start out with my foundation, but PJ is calling, so pause real quick. Alright, so now that I'm back, I'm actually going to be using a foundation that I really have not used in a really long time. Remember if I even like this foundation, but I know it's pretty popular. This is the Makeup Forever HD foundation. Yeah, I haven't used it in a really long time, so I'm assuming that I'm going to want to mix in my CoverGirl Healthy Elxir because this is also my shade that I am right now. This is looking a little bit lighter for my skin complexion, so plus I haven't used this in forever, so I really don't even know if this is going to match me at all. It may just be a perfect match, but if I can remember, this is not a full coverage foundation, this Makeup Forever, so I am going to be mixing my CoverGirl one just right along in there. I like mixing more like watery based foundations, which is like the Makeup Forever. Mixing that in with a thicker foundation to give me the consistency that I like. And since I am going for a super glowy kind of look today for summer, I am going to mix in a little bit of my Cover FX drops. These are the illuminating drops. I have the small one because I just wanted to try them out. I'm very picky about illuminating drops that I mix in with my foundation. Oh, and I guess I'm having like pregnancy brain or something. I didn't prime my skin. So I'm gonna go in with the Farcelli Unicorn Tears. This is a really great primer for the skin before anything. I actually apply this during the day sometimes. I love the smell. I love the way it makes my skin feel. Super hydrating and like mattifying. It just smells so amazing. It's worth every penny. I really, really love it. And then let's go in with the foundation. So it actually looks like it's matching me pretty well with those two mixed. I'm not self-tanned right now. My skin is just tan from, or the color that I have on my skin now is just tan from the sun. So nothing else is on me. Now I'm going to be moving on to my concealer. Concealer that I have been using lately a lot is the Kokie, Kokie Be Bright Illuminating Concealer. This is actually just a Walmart brand that recently just came out, but I really like it. I've only tried this and like one other thing from them, but I really, really like this actually. The only thing is that you kind of have to layer it because it's not a super thick concealer. So I usually will put maybe 2 layers on if I want it to be like a lot of coverage. But I really like the way that this blends out. Super, super pretty and really inexpensive. The color is just very vibrant and it gives me the super light illuminated look, but it's not a super thick concealer when it's going on because it is a water-based formula. It's a very buildable concealer, so I just like to blend all of that out, and as you can see, it gave me a really highlighted look for my nose area. Okay, so now that we are done with the concealer. You can see it looks super brightening. It gave me a really brightening effect to the skin, and the foundation looks really, really nice as well. I'm not going to bake today because I just don't feel like it. I'm going to use my Laura Mercier Secret Under Eye Brightening Setting Powder, and just taking my little Real Techniques brush that I like using to, usually I dust my bake off with this. I'm just going to apply that underneath the eyes today. And that stuff is super great. You can see it really mattified underneath the eyes, and it gave me an even more brightening under eye. Really love this stuff. It's actually like one of my go-tos when I'm just not gonna bake and just don't feel like it, because I always bake, so why not switch it up a little bit. Now I'm going to set the entire face with my Neutrogena Healthy Skin Pressed Powder. Neutrogena, geez, I didn't even finish my sentence. And I always have to set my skin, especially on a hot day. I want your foundation to slide off during a hot day, and the key to that is setting your skin with some powder. So this is one of the things that I must do, especially for oily skin. You just have to do it. It's like a must. So I love using my Neutrogena. But what's new? You guys know that. I really feel like there's something in my eye. Whatever. Moving on to bronzer, I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Glam Bronze. Really love this stuff, and making my face super glowy and bronzy, because that's what I love to do. It makes such a difference to the skin, it's like ridiculous. Moving on to blush. I always have such a hard time finding blushes, but this one is like perfect for summer, and I hardly have used it. This is a NYX Baked Blush in the shade Wanderlust. Super nice, like shimmery, kind of golden, peachy coral color, and it looks very summery. Of course, we need some highlights because a look is just never complete without any highlight. Now, I've been actually using my Nicole Guerrero highlighting palette, but the color that I kind of want to go for is like a super bronzed look. Two shades that are like really bronzy are 143 and Glow Getter, so I'm going to kind of mix those in together and then top it off with my MAC Oh Darling highlight, which is a super golden color. So first I'm just going to go and mix in those two. And then dipping the brush into the MAC Oh Darling right after. And it just gives you more of like a wet, kind of a golden look on top of that more like chalkier glitter. Not chalky in a bad way, but it's a thicker glitter than the MAC Oh Darling. The Oh Darling just gives me this wet look that I really, really love. So everything's super glowy and shiny. Perfect for that summer glow. And then I'm going to do my eyebrows, and I will be right back. All right, now that my brows are done, I will list everything that I used on my face today so you guys can check it out. And if you guys want to buy it, you guys can just buy it from the link. But I did these very fast and very simple, so I've been really loving it, and it's also all drugstore. So check out the description box down below to see everything. But now we're gonna move on to eyes, and this is probably one of my favorite parts because we get to make it super golden and bronzy, and that's my favorite thing to do on the eyes. So especially since I have brown eyes, I think gold and bronze looks the best. So I'm just going to pick up a few colors and a few things that I want to use today. I may even just add a touch of some color to it because I'm going to be using my Too Faced Sweet Peach palette and probably a little bit of colors from my CoverGirl Golden's True Naked. So there's some colors in each that I want to use. So starting off with just a matte brown shade, I'm going to go in with this one from the Goldens palette. There's so many colors that you can get from drugstore, high-end, anybody that really has makeup or whatever. They'll have like a shade to kind of go in the crease. So this is just my crease shade. And as you can see, it's just a very light brown. And it's definitely buildable, but I don't want to build it too much because it's just the transition color. So hopefully that light helped a little bit. It's just so warm in here. I had to open up a window, so excuse the airplane driving by, or flying by. Next I'm going to go in with this more golden shade from the Goldens palette, and I'm going to apply that to my lid. This is just going to be our lid shade that I'm going to kind of go off for the entire look. On to the next color that I'm going to be using. Going back in with that crease brush and just kind of cleaning it off a little bit. I'm going to use the shade Luscious from the Peach palette. It's just kind of like a golden sheen color, and placing that right above the color that we used in the crease before. This one just kind of brightens the look a little better. Next, I'm going to be doing the Brow Bone shade, and I'm going to go back in with that True Naked palette, and I'm going to use this kind of light ivory and mix these two together. So the matte and the more shimmery color I'm going to mix. Just to darken this color a little bit, I'm going to go in with, I think this is Caramelized. So like a shimmery, but a more kind of mocha brown. And I'm gonna put that in my inner corners. I feel like I just need to make this look a little bit more deeper than it is. So just in that corner, you can dot it around, but not in the complete crease. Just on the outer corners. You can see how it darkened it up really nicely. Next, I'm going to be applying mascara, and mascara that I've really been liking lately, the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. I think it's such a close call to the Better Than Sex mascara, which I do like for my thickening of the lashes. They're basically almost the same exact thing. The packaging is pretty similar, the brushes are pretty similar, but this one is just drugstore and this one is high-end. So starting off with my lashes, first I'm going to be using my Benefit Roller Lash. Like I said, everything will be listed down below, but I'm just going to speed through this clip really quick. Then going back in with that Peach palette, I'm going to be using the color that we just used for that crease, and I'm going to just apply it underneath the lash line. Next for lips, I am going to be applying my MAC Strip Down Liner. I love using this liner just for any kind of look that I'm going for. It's one of my favorites. And then I'm going to be using this Milani lipstick in the shade Matte Innocence. It's a super cute color. I think it's like one of their new ones. It goes on really nicely. And then last but not least, I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Gilded Lip Gloss. Super pretty shimmery gold color. This is going to bring the entire look together for that golden bronze. Alright guys, so that is the end of this makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave me a big thumbs up and let me know down below what you guys would like to see next. I hope you guys have a great day or night, and I will see you in my next video.